You were joking about your air fryer earlier on Instagram, but I love your Instagram stories because you do just get on and just talk for real, and it's not like, look at how I 10x'd my business this month,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, that's not actually the real story for anybody. The successes come from the struggle too, but like, you just kind of talk real. And I don't know, I've been thinking about, how do you balance that? How do you balance, especially being online, as, being real and also being encouraging and talking about the successes?
Sarah doesn't let me on our milestone code, our actual business page, too much, just because of my ability to talk about air fryers and stuff. But
she's like, we're trying to create an actual brand. You're just going to bring it down with your authenticity.
Yeah. No, we I mean, even like going to a business standpoint, like we feel that a lot, and it's like it always feels like you have to have some like amazing post that like catches everybody's attention, and like if a post doesn't get as much reaction, then it's like, you've wasted your time, or you've like it's been a failure. And so it's like we want to post great work and show people what we're capable of, but also at the same time not get too caught up in it. And like we'll post stuff like on our personal page, like we might post a beautiful clip from a wedding, and then like the other day I had to do some work underneath our house, and like I just happened to use our video light to like see some different things, and so Sarah was like handing me the video light under the house, and I was like shining it as I was working. And so there's just like part of it too, where like people connect to who you are as a person.
And you and I have talked about this online, especially as an entrepreneur. You see everybody, and all they talk about is the huge successes. Like mostly what you see is people crushing it, and you looking at it going like, I'm failing, I'm not as good as them. And that can be so defeating. And that's why I like talking to you and being in community around it. It's like, we're real.
We actually, talking about that, like we went through a really hard season of comparison trap, like not long ago at all. It felt like, especially during the beginning of COVID, and we were trying to start our business, because that was all lined up right there. And it was just like getting overwhelming every single day, like clicking onto Instagram and just feeling like there was a new business that was popping up, like a new wedding videography business. There was somebody who was like better than us, or either just as good as us, like coming into the same market, and like everybody's in the same bucket. So you get to see like everybody's work, and like these, brides or grooms who are looking into a wedding videographer, like they're getting to see all of these different people. And it's like, you feel like you have to like, do gymnastics in order to like get somebody's attention. And we went through a really, really hard season of that. And honestly, like as hard as it is, sometimes I think that like time is just like the only thing that you can like use to get through that. And trying to find healthy practices with social media and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes I think it's just like time and getting used to the competition too.
Just giving it time. That actually is oddly so encouraging, because I often feel like, so and so or this company, they're so much further ahead. And the reality is, anyone who's been in it long enough will tell you, like, there aren't overnight successes. It's so rare that it happens fast. It happens slow over time. And I mean, I feel like I'm 3 years behind where I thought I would be, and all of that kind of stuff. It's just, but everyone's story is that. And so I guess to me, that's encouraging what you're saying. I hope to anyone listening in that place in entrepreneurship, it's like, you're not behind. You're probably right on par with everybody else.
And I think that like we've learned that, of course, like Instagram and LinkedIn and those platforms, people are sharing the best part of their lives. And that's not always the reality of actually like what's going on. Like we've had plenty of conversations with people that we almost seen as like celebrities in our industry. And they're like, we're literally in the exact same boat as you. Like we feel the exact same things. And we've just been doing this a little bit longer than you have. And like, we've learned different things and you're learning those same things. And like, that was something that was like really encouraging. And I would say too, like if you're feeling like extreme amounts of like imposter syndrome and comparison stuff, like I'm never scared to like reach out to those people who like I think are like really, powerful in whatever platform it is that you're using, and just saying like, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm feeling these ways, and I see that you're like really, doing a great job with social media and stuff like that. Like, can you help me kind of like navigate a little bit of all this? And don't be scared to ask questions, and like, sometimes look like a fool or have your pride like taken down a little bit by doing that. I think that sometimes it's really helpful to do that.
All right, I'm calling it right here. You and I are starting this movement. We're going to start do it like I'm picturing commenting on each other's posts with that. It's like
Yeah.
let's start a movement of just encouraging each other in that, because yeah, it's a daily struggle.